Hi, my name is Leo and today I'm 9 months. Today I'm 9 months on testosterone. Today is not only my 9-month anniversary but also my first day of summer break. Somehow there's not a lot to talk about today. I noticed that my perception as a male person gets better and better. 2 months ago, I still had a lot of problems to be seen as a man or a boy. And nowadays, I don't get as many strange looks anymore whenever I use the men's bathroom. And this is a good development because I always use the men's bathroom and it's always a chance of getting strange looks there. And this doesn't happen as often anymore. And I still haven't figured out why. I don't think that I've changed a lot during the last 2 months, but something tiny, really tiny must have changed that lets society now think that I'm a man or a boy. And this is a development I really appreciate because passing is a thing for me. And I think this is the biggest change I wanted to talk about today because everything else just continues as usual. My hair growth, my voice, it's just a continuous process and there weren't any peaks or major developments or issues or anything. Nothing really to talk about and nothing I would have noticed. You will see the comparison pictures anyway and you will hear my voice comparison, so there's nothing to talk about. You can figure out for yourself if anything has changed, but for me, it's just life goes on. Maybe let's move on to the comparison pictures right now. This is my face. You probably already know it by now. And the side view pictures. And here I would like to zoom in to my sideburns. Yes, it's finally growing. In this zoom picture, you can see a couple of hairs. It's not much, but it's the beginning of a sideburn. My body from the front. You know, I've attended a Olympic weightlifting course this semester, and it was pretty frustrating in the end, not because I wasn't able to lift heavy weights. I already expected that, but because of my wrists, because I have really big issues with my wrists lately. It's been like that since 2 months or so. I had to take a break from weightlifting. I had to take a break from my normal workout. I couldn't do anything for my arms or my shoulders. I tried to, and it was not a good idea. I did some pull-ups and push-ups. And you shouldn't do that when you have issues with your wrists. So I probably made it worse and it hurt. I really hope that my wrists get better soon because I really want to do my regular workout again, my shoulder and arm and pull-up and push-up workout because I think I need it. Voice comparison number 1, English.
And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.
And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. Nummer 2, Deutsch.
Mein Vater, und hörest du nicht, was Erlenkönig mir leise verspricht? Sei ruhig, bleibe ruhig, mein Kind, in dürren Blättern säuselt der Wind.
Mein Vater, und hörest du nicht, was Erlenkönig mir leise verspricht? Sei ruhig, bleibe ruhig, mein Kind, in dürren Blättern säuselt der Wind. Nummer 3, Русский.
Наша Таня громко плачет, уронила в речку мячик. Тише, Танечка, не плачь, не утонет в речке мяч.
Наша Таня громко плачет, уронила в речку мячик. Тише, Танечка, не плачь, не утонет в речке мяч. Regarding my voice, I have a funny story to tell because something funny recently happened. I called the real estate company that administrates the building of my apartment because I needed a key for something in the basement. And they have their office in the same building, but we actually never meet each other somehow. And usually there's a lady responsible for my apartment, and she usually always answers the phone when I call there. I don't call there very often, so she probably didn't notice in the past that something changes in me. So I called there and a man answered the phone, and I just said my last name and why I called, and he just said, "Come down, pick up the key from our office." Then I went there and I made sure to wear long pants so nobody sees my furry legs, because of course they only have me there in their computer as a woman with my female name, because they don't know anything about me being trans or changing my name or anything. So I wanted to somehow keep up the illusion of me being a woman for this very moment. And I went down there, and there was a lady that is usually responsible for me, and she wanted to hand me the key, but then said, "I don't have you here in my papers. What's your relationship to Miss my last name?" And I said, "I am Miss my last name. I live here. And she said, "Oh, you're changing." And I said, "Yeah, it's not official yet, so I didn't tell you." And she said, "No problem, but you should tell me as soon as it is official so I can change it in my computer, because otherwise every letter will be addressed to your female name and you probably don't want that." And I was astonished. I couldn't say anything because I was happy, and it was still an awkward situation, but she's an older lady and I actually didn't expect her to grasp the situation immediately, but in fact she did, and it was nice. Sometimes people surprise you, and it can happen everywhere, obviously. Yeah, as soon as my name change is official, I can call her and say, "Hi, I have a deep voice and I'm Mr. my last name," and everything will be fine. And I won't have to explain to her again, because I already thought about how should I explain to my landlady that I don't want that. Now everything is clear, everything is cool, and I just need to call her whenever it's official, which will be probably very soon, but I will talk about this in another video, I guess. I wanted to make a separate video anyway about this whole name change and gender marker change in Germany thing, because it might be interesting for some people around the world too. Yeah, how things work here in Germany. But I want to make this video when this whole process is through and when I finally have my new documents, so I can tell you everything in detail and not just one step after the other. So you have to be patient, and I have to be patient too, because I really want to have my new documents now. So 9 months on testosterone and summer break coming up. This is very cool. I will have such a blast, probably sleeping in all the time, staying up late and sleeping in again. Not sure if I will do anything in between. Have a nice day. Bye.